In this video, I'll demonstrate Zitification of GitLab's webhooks, specifically coming back to our Mattermost network and sending messages upon certain events that happen in GitLab, like a merge request or a push of new code into the repo, and having that CI job that's running inside of GitLab in the cloud make a connection through our ZD network back to our Mattermost instance and send the message to the dev notifications channel. GitLab has some CI machinery built into it, and you configure that by way of YAML files. The technique that I'm using to send messages is to take advantage of the fact that you can run individual jobs that are in this pipeline on Docker images. Yesterday I created what I call the ZD GitLab webhook Docker image, starting to push the code out here to GitHub in this particular repo, and I have built this code into a Docker image that we subsequently publish onto the GHCR, the GitHub container registry at this location. So this is what you'll see here, this image callout. This image will be used on this job, and this job will be run if there was a push request, if there was a push of new code, a merge request, or some pipeline event. There's different events that GitLab makes available. So I'm saying anytime you see one of those, run this particular job on that particular image. The first and most important one that the user has control over is the webhook payload, and this is just a JSON blob that makes sense to Mattermost. What channel do you want it to go to, and what text do you want to spray out there? I've been testing it against a direct message to myself. In a minute, I'll demonstrate sending this directly to the dev notifications channel. There are other variables that the ZD webhook wants, and I don't have them here just for demonstration purposes. I have them buried in variables that are attached to this particular repo. One is the webhook URL, and the other is the ZD identity. And the ZD identity in this case is just a capture of the JSON that gets produced as part of a ZD enrollment. And I parked it inside this variable, and the webhook URL is something that we configure inside the administration area of Mattermost itself, and we post those in here. So let me get back into this code. Let me just edit this right on the fly right here in their web UI and change this channel to dev notifications and commit that. Right now, immediately within GitLab, a new job gets spun up, and this is the pipeline. These are just hello world sending messages. This is the notification job I was just showing you a moment ago. So we click on that, and while this is cooking, I'm going to bring up Mattermost and click on the dev notifications channel, and in a moment after GitLab does its thing, we should see a message in this channel. And here it is. So this message, again, came through GitLab in the cloud through ZD to our private dark Mattermost instance. What you see on the screen here is a bunch of chatter from the ZD code that's running inside of that Docker image that I mentioned before. It is effectively very similar to the webhook support, Zitified webhook support that we put in for GitHub Actions. We're running a Node.js app that uses the Node.js ZD SDK, which in turn uses the ZDC SDK to consume that identity, and then use Zitified HTTP methods under the covers to send that post message back to Mattermost. So there's a lot of technical information that I will document that's not in this video, but I just wanted to quickly show that it is doable, so we can start talking about it.